This is lesson 1, getting started with heel position. I've got Blue here. Blue does not know how to get into heel, but he really loves hot dogs. So I'm going to use these to show you how to get your dog started with heel position. Day 1, I don't care if the dog sits at my side. He's sitting in front of me. Obviously, to get him next to me, he has to rotate his body 180 degrees to sit next to me. I want his neck shoulder area to be where the seam of my pants are. Come on, Blue. Front. So I'm going to put the treat at his, so I like to hold the treat, back up a little bit. I like to hold it like this, where it's under my thumb, so I can cup my hand. He can lick, but he can't grab it out of my hand. I put the treat at his nose. I'm going to step back with my left leg, bringing my hand. When the dog's behind me, I'm going to step back this way, bringing the dog with me. When he's next to me, I'm just going to let it go. I'm not going to get into too much of marker training. Eventually, I will be saying yes and waiting a couple seconds. But for this, I just care that he is getting into position. Come on, Blue. I'm going to step back, come up. Another thing to point out for you to get in the habit of now, heel position is where I am standing square and he is at my side. That is heel position. What happens is we step back. We have a tendency to look back at the dog. Now I'm over exaggerating. We have a tendency to look back like this. If I'm standing like this, this is not heel position. This is not heel position. This is heel position. As he gets better with heel, and I tell him to get into heel, if I look back at him like this, it's going to cause him to go behind me. Now, as I step back and get him into heel, I have to turn a little bit. What you want to get in that habit is as you come forward of coming in square with him, and I'm going to treat my hand and he followed me, you want to come in here. This is very important, because eventually I'm going to be standing like this, and I'm going to say Blue heel, and I'm going to go like that, and I want him to hop to my side. It's not going to be Blue heel, and I'm looking like this. So we take the treat. I'm going to step over the leash. We're going to take the treat. Nose height. I'm going to step back, rotate my hand, come forward. Now movement is something very important to pay attention to. I need to move to where I am luring him, but not, I got to go slow enough to where I'm luring him, but not fast enough to where I'm losing him. So if I go like this, and I go like this, he's not going to get it. And that's what most people do, is they just kind of do these big wild movements. That's not going to help him. I need to go back. I'm going slow enough to where he's with me. I'm turning my hand around, I'm coming forward, and I'm giving it to him. Now, notice my right and left foot are not together. That doesn't matter. All I care about is the left leg. My seam is at his shoulder, neck area here. That's all I care about at this point. I don't care about an SIT. We'll add that in later. So what we're going to do is we come back, we come forward. I'm going to just raise my hand up a little bit and give it to him. Just a quick little pause. We get the SIT by getting his head to come up. When the head comes up, the butt will eventually go down. We come back, we come forward, 1,000, 2, 1,000, I give it to him. I'm going to slowly keep increasing that pause up to a second over the next day or two, depending on his progress. Now, he's pretty treat motivated. He really likes hot dogs. Probably going to get him to SIT fairly quickly. Dogs that don't care about this, it might take a little bit longer. Most dogs do not sit the first day. They typically sit the second or third day. Come back, come forward, shoulders square. I'm starting to bring the head up now. Come on, Blue. Step back, forward. Now over time, this hand movement is going to get a little bit slower. So instead of me going all the way back and coming all the way forward, I'll just start doing this where I just step back a little bit, my hand's a little behind me, and then I come forward a little bit, and we actually are walking in heel. We're teaching a concept of a position. At the beginner level, we're not looking for super precision. We're just showing him where I want him to be to get rewarded. Come on, Blue. I'm trip myself here. You really like hot dogs, don't you? Let me come Come back. We come up. Bring the head up. Awesome. Again, if we get the sit tonight, great. If we don't, doesn't matter. You got to go at your dog's pace. Some dogs are going to catch on. He's catching on to this extremely fast. Some dogs that don't care about treats are like, whatever. Take 2 steps. I'm going to stand up straight. Boom. I'm going to step back. Now I want him to eventually go off of my body posture more than the hand. So as I step back, sometimes I'm going to bring my hand back further, and sometimes I'm going to keep it closer to my side. Step over the leash. Come on, Blue. Now I'm saying come on, Blue, just to get him excited. I'm not adding the word heel in yet because he's not really following. When he starts to give me a sit, and he starts hopping into position with some enthusiasm and trying to beat me to the treat, that's when I'm going to start naming it. Blue! Step back, come forward, he's in position, bam. Mr. Blue, come up, bring his head up, let him lick, give it to him. Again, I don't care if he sits. I'm just trying to build that pause in to get his head to come up so that to be somewhat normal for him, to where he expects it. Eventually, he's going to sit and I'm going to celebrate and go, yeah, good job. Come on, Blue. Back. Forward. Is there a car coming down the road? Is there a car coming down the road? Come on, Blue. Lost him. I waited too long. There's a car coming on the road and I lost him. That's on me. I waited too long. That's competing distractors. We're not at that level with him yet. Come on, Blue. Head height. Turn the hand. Move up. He's in position. He gets the food. Come back. Oh, it's right there. You can taste it. Good job, Blue. Try from an angle. You can see from here. Oh, we got 3 pieces of hot dog left, Blue. 4 pieces. What do you think about that, Blue? Good job. All right, that's all we got, Blue.
That's all we got, Blue.